Hey guys, we finally got the patch notes of Operation Shifting Tides. You could play on the TTS later today on the PC. So just letting you know. And my fiance, who we're getting married in less than 2 months in January. She is a military vet in today's Veterans Day, so she's gonna be streaming. And if you guys could give her some love and support, I appreciate it. I'll put a link below. It's twitch.tv/SkyMixSparkle. I'll put a link below, and you guys can go there. Wish her a happy Veterans Day and thank her for her service. I would really appreciate that. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at new operators. We have the psychological report of Callie and Wamaze, or is it Wamaze? Okay, let's take a look. Okay, we already saw that. That's actually old. So it doesn't give you the full psychological profile, but Specialist Callie isn't someone who could be accused of taking pity on the weak. She's more likely to kick you when you're down than help you. Yet the results are undeniable. She's a soldier that trains remain unmatched on the field. Okay, Callie is someone who sees what needs to be done and does it. Abnormal psychology isn't always a maladapted through Wamai's condition. It's certainly unique. There are a few people who can keep me guessing, but Specialist Wamaze is one of them. His thought process is fascinating. The more I speak to him, the more I find myself drawn to his world, deep underwater and free from all distractions. There's also Jackal Nerfs and smoke changes. I'll let you know that in a second. Okay, so this has to be one of the best shot I've seen from Operator. I just love that water splash in the background with her holding her sniper rifle. Though it doesn't make sense, I just think it's a fantastic look. Okay, let's take a look. Primary, she has a CSRX 300, a P226, and an P226 MK25 pistol, and a C75 auto. Okay, breach charge claymore, 2 speed, 2 armor, and her gadget works with mirror. It's pretty unique. I'll go ahead and read it. To talk about the LV explosive lance, we need to talk about Callie's CSRX 300. It's a dangerous weapon that can breach barricades. So when you barricade a door, it'll one-shot it. It can shoot a hatch in a single shot, which is pretty amazing, and create big holes in unbreakable walls. Based on a gameplay trailer, Ubisoft showed that she can actually shoot through 2 unreinforced walls, like boom and then boom. It's pretty crazy. Okay, and it's her secondary gadget on her top of rifle is the underbarrel and can be used at the same time as a CSRX 300 scope. Now she has I think her scope is a 12 times or 18 times, and then it has a 5 times on it. It's not a typical explosive, just like a rifle. It can breach through barricades and hatches. It can destroy castle panels, and that's the main function, however. So it can one-shot castle barricade, but it takes some time for it to activate, to explode onto it. It doesn't just automatically break a castle barricade. Its role is to destroy gadgets with light explosion with a set radius. So it can shoot a reinforced wall, destroy the bandit charges, the Kaid's electro devices, and mute jammers. So that's pretty effective, but it can't pierce through unreinforced wall. So it's a very effective breach operator in tandem with Hibana or Thermite. Okay, Wamaze. The magnetic system situation is new. The bad thing about him is there's no new weapons. You still have the AUG-A2, the MP5K, the D40, the P12, the deployable shield, and the barbed wire 2-speed, 2 armors. So his gadget is similar to Jaeger's, but the difference is it actually sucks in the air and moves it to location where his gadget is. So he can put it outside the room, and if someone throws a grenade in the room and doesn't see a gadget, it could be sucked back to the attackers next where that gadget is, and the attackers near, they could self-flash or stun or grenade themselves. I find that very hard for that to happen, because once you throw a gadget, you see it get sucked in or sucked out, depending where he placed the gadget. And then it takes some time for it to explode. So I think that's enough time for the attacker to go away. Where Jaeger's immediately destroys it. So I don't want to. Right now, based on everything I've seen and read and watched, I still think Jaeger's a superior operator. But we'll see. His gadget works like Legion, where Legion gets more goo mines as the round goes on. He gets more of his gadgets as the round goes on as well. So we got changes to theme park here. So with these changes, they talk about it, but I put a video on my YouTube channel that shows you all the changes the developer talked about what they changed before and after, how it looks in a tactical difference. It's better than me just trying to struggle away my read through it. Same thing as the limb penetration. They did a video on my YouTube channel too, where let's say if an operator's flash, their hand goes up. If you shoot through the hand, but it's actually a headshot, the hand will block it from a headshot and counts as limb shot. Now they changed the way bullet penetration is. If you, when someone's flashed, they're covering their face, you shoot at the head level and their hand blocks it, it goes through their hand and hits them in the head, instant kill. So that's a change that they did. Bullet changes, and they did the damage reduction as well. Of shots, operators behind them, 30% reduced armor penetration. Okay. So yeah, they changed the way damage and armor works, so I should probably read this as well. Reworked rifle Cali sniper type pressure. First we call it none. Simply put, these shots or weapon does not go through limbs or torso or anything else. The weapons concentrated here most are secondary SMGs. Secondary or simple is reserved for one target only. Bullets from these weapons go through the arms and legs and hit more valuable body parts face to face with an opponent and shoot through their arms. If you're lined up with the head, it should be a headshot. This weapon includes SMGs, assault rifles, pistols, and LMGs. The third, the full, is the most you could hope for. Shots go through these bad boys, go through the operators, hit the operators behind them for a 30% reduction damage for each additional penetration. Pull out your BOSG and TSG 12 and sniper rifles, so you can take down more than one opponent at once. Since the bullet goes through them, it's a stronger caliber, so it will do less damage but still hits them. One detail to keep in mind is now bullets go through most hands. The damage received from these areas with penetration is reduced 75%, same as leg shots. For operators 3 armor, however, damage reduced to 65%. So this is the smoke changes, where smokes, basically smokes, the way they work is it deploys a whole area. With this change, and it would go through walls, even though it makes no sense a smoke can go through walls if there's a whole wall there. Now they said a smoke will only will stay in the confined space of the wall and won't go past it. But if there's a hole in the wall, then it would seep through depending on the size hole. This works more like the way Capital and Goyo's fire. So they did a rappel exit, so you know you need to when you go wall and you have to press a button to enter into rappel. Now they did the same thing when you exit rappel. So let's say you want to go to the very edge of the wall and you will automatically walk up instead of holding a position. Now it prompts you if you want to finish the rappel going all the way up or down when you exit. So it gives you more tactical advantage that way. New Capital Elite, he plays with a soccer ball. There's a video of that on my YouTube channel as well. So price decrease of operators as the season goes on, the year goes on, it gets cheaper. 7 new operators are seeing their price reduction. Hibana and Echo price will now be 10k renown or 246 R6 credits. Dockerby, Vigil, Zophia's will go down to 1500 or 360 R6 credits, while Nomad and K prices will decrease to 20k renown or 480. Okay, the shift through Tide's weapon skins. Now, operator balancing. They're going to change Jackal. You know how Jackal has footprints when you look at it? Red is hot, yellow is warm, and then blue is cold. How long the footprints are. His pinging ability will be the same this way. It will be less pinging on the map if it's a cold footprint. It will be a middle tier if it's a medium footprint. If it's hot footprints, they're going to be more pinging on it. So this is a Jackal nerf. And I'm okay with that because mainly Jackal gets banned in ranked matches. Jackal gets banned in pro leagues. So this makes Jackal a less effective operator and then doesn't feel like you're too pinned down. I think it's a good change and makes more sense with his gadget of how better he can track the target is how fresh the footprints is. Excuse me. Allergies hates me this morning. Okay. Now, some general tweaks. Gadget trajectory, asset destruction. More things are going to be destructible. Items around it is more cohesive. So if it's fragile props, it should break easier from like C4s and grenades. Gadget codes been reworked for better optimizations. Casual is now ranked to quick match and newcomer role swaps, playlist guides, and they're changing the voice actors of Hibana and Mira. Has been re-recorded new actors. We are thankful for the voice actors that we worked up to this point. With the expansion of our universe content, we need to make adjustment to talent lineup to ensure consistency. So I'm assuming Hibana or Mira is going to have more active role in the Siege universe, so they want voice actors with probably a longer contract that can record voices more often frequently. It might be a reason where they felt like new actors is a better way to go in order to share the visions, Rainbow Six, and have them integrate them in game trailers and wording. And they're probably locked down for a longer contract, so they show up more often. Where maybe the older voice actresses, they didn't want to re-record it, or they wanted more a bigger contract, or they didn't want to just be locked down in a long contract. So things like that happens all the time in the movie industry as well as the game industries. So with that all being said, thank you guys for your love and support. Don't forget to check out my fiance, who is a veteran that's going to be streaming. I'll put a link below, twitch.tv SkyMixSparkle. And I'll put a wedding registry if you guys want to support us. We're getting married less than 2 months. All right, bye guys.